AFOLWACS. Relax, will you?
Relax with Wix and Emma Kelly.
Hello, AFOLWACS. Sorry there wasn't a film yesterday. I was filming in that there London, and I didn't get up early enough, and I didn't get back till late. So that explains that. But anyway, we're going to do bags 3 and 4. Let's go. Not a person. Okay, I think we're going to have muchos deliciousness today, because here come the water towels. If you've never seen water towels being done before, you might be thinking, oh really? Yeah, well you just wait till you get the final effect. It's sensational. Absolutely sensational. We start today with the Google eyes, and well now, we I think technically we have a new AFOLWAC called Ethan Siv. Hello Ethan. Says great video. Thank you. You might be a bot. We don't know yet. It could be another Clocky by Michael scenario, but we welcome you, Ethan. And if you're not a bot, then do come back and enjoy the shenanigans. GVZ, and I 1, 2, 3, I 1, 2, 3. She can't wait for the first flash of the little Lego poop and the little Lego toot. What a sharp thrill that will be. Yeah, not off. Eric is gonna confess, yo. They both like watching Lego, and they really like musicals. Oh, his name is Eric. Etc. He says, sharp thrill at seeing the cable car with this build. I love anything regarding cool transportation such as cable cars, monorails, or funiculars. I love a funicular. Or as my sister kept calling them when we were in Italy, the funicello. TVZ is on the strength of it, I move that we call any sort of cable car arrangement and any sit a funicello from now on. Yeah, funicello, okay. That's a done deal. Can someone remind me when the time comes, please? Thank you. Ebola, real good. She says, excuse me. But I didn't say you looked old. I expressed surprise when Ruth declared herself much older than you as a pairing. I had to look up that god-awful Terrahawks thing, as thankfully we were spared it on this side of the water. Vile yoke. Please don't speak ill of yourself like that, or I'll have to engage my stern tone and extend my lecturing finger. If only that was a plastic finger now. If only. I suddenly feel now we need something that is the lecturing finger of Paula. I feel like something that could, it really feels like it could be added to the RWB canon, does it not? Oh, for a plastic finger. I mean, we've got little plastic hands, but we haven't got a single plastic finger. Says the build has already piqued my interest with those gorgeous shades of green, and you said the magic words to get me all fizzy. Water tiles, I'm telling you, you just wait. The Ninjago sets always seemed a bit hectic to me, and I'm a typical Aquarian, sadly, everything in its place. But I'm looking forward to keeping a wide open mind with this one. As you're so squeaky excited by it, I'm wishing so hard for it to live up to everything you want it to be. Well, I don't know if you've gone back and watched the big Ninjago sets we met. Ninjago. I never know what it is. But they are proper sensational. Really properly sensational. The first one, it's just phenomenal. Do you remember? I mean, you won't understand what I mean here, but if I just say the crab oven, and when we realised what the crab oven did, do you remember? Do you remember everyone else? Oh, it was just heavenly. Absolute heaven. Now then, hang on a minute. That's there. Yup. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was slightly worried then I'd come a cropper, because come a cropper at this stage, and oh boy. Just general, oh boy. It requires muchos concentration. Muchos. So yes, Paula, you will sure. Oh, I have come a cropper. That's in, but not too much of a cropper. You will shortly see, well, when we've done all the water tiles, the reason why there is this graded colour scheme. But you'll understand when we do it that what it does is it creates a sense of depth through the tile, through the water tiles. It's really clever. We thought you put some Canada and then we didn't think you put some Canada and then it turned out you was from Kennedy. It's Joe. It says, let's go. It's Ninjago time. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. It feels like we're going back to the start of RWB when it was RWL, like a warm hug. Yes, because it was pretty much one of the first sets we did, wasn't it? So good. So good. I'm just tethering in here a little bit. I'm just doing some minor tetherage. So that's there. So that's... yeah, okay, sorry, that's already in. I was about to think I had to put this in, but it's already in there. Okay. We can carry on then. Lord Nuttington. He's a brick operator. Brick operator. He's a brick operator and he likes to operate bricks. Hold up. That's the, yeah. Okay. Says from one mega build to another. Good luck, Emma. This looks a complicated one. Do we declare an incident of you naming it City Gardens on the YouTubes? Oh, sorry, have I? Bevis mustn't. The Sensei, the Uncle Strawberry, the Moaning Minnie, the Mazda, the Lego, who is a ball. Oh, it's at City Markets. It's City Markets. I'll change that. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'll change that. It's City Markets we're doing. City Markets. Anyway, Bevis says standards. Yeah, standards. Standards. That's across there. Comme ça. But Bevis told me he found doing the water tiles boring, but I love doing the water tiles. I couldn't love doing the water tiles more, quite frankly. It's just absolutely delicious. It's deliciousness. And that's going like that. If I can get it on properly. Oh, it doesn't want to go on properly. By the way, I've sort of decided something. Now that I'm on the threads, and I am liking the threads, FYI, and I think it's highly likely that I will be leaving Twitter, certainly from my Emma Kennedy account. I mean, I'm not going to delete my account, but I'm probably going to stop using it. I've had it with Twitter. I've absolutely had it. Anyway, so I'm going to set up a Lego with account on Instagram, and the plan is that I will do because obviously you can't post long videos, so we'll stay with the videos being posted to YouTube's. But the plan is that I do a time lapse. There's going to be a time lapse version of this every day that will be put up on Instagram, and then obviously those of you who want to watch the full length version, you can go watch the full length version. And I will also make an account for Lego with on Threads. But that's the plan. So I have. So I'm now looking into getting a refurbished phone to do overhead. So there'll be. I'm going to experiment with this thing I've bought yesterday, but it should come today. But it will be attached to the shelf up there, and it will enable me to hang a phone over the build, so I can do time lapsing for Instagram. But anyway, that's the plan. It might take a while to get that up and running, of course, but that is the plan, at least. Just so you're in the loop about that. So don't panic if you're not seeing me much on Twitter. I mean, come find me on Threads. I think Threads is going to be good, I think. Threads is the first one that has properly felt like it's going to be a proper alternative to Twitter. Your timeline is a little bit chaotic when you start, but the more people you follow, the more that settles down. Anyway, that's my update. Right, I think we're off to the Twitterize now. Hold up. Off to the Twitterize. Dooby bum bum bum. Ba-da-ba-dum ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Bra-ba-ba-bum-ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Scrub down. Ooh la la, le Jackie Swan. Le Jackie Swan. Oh, this is a Ninjago set. Hashtag happy days. Yeah, happy days. Not half happy days. It's going like that. That's there. And then that's in there. Tell you what I'm not seeing in my little pot is a frog. We like to see a little frog, don't we, at this stage in the game? Bevis Musson says, if the big glass window is the fabled working toilet, then I would be seriously questioning the Lego designers. Yes, I hear you. Then he says, the lack of little bits of information and trivia in the books, not even the minifig names which only appear on the box itself, is one thing I was mildly disappointed about. There is a diagram of what all the shop's buildings are at the very back of book 3, but that's it. There's a lot of multiple bags on each stage, but not always. It's very odd. I cannot fathom why it's not just one big bag with the small pieces in a small bag, if needs be. I agree with you. It must be that some pieces are made in other places, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, did you watch Andy Murray last night? Oh, it was exciting, wasn't it? It was exciting. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Let me just... I might have gone wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have. I've gone previous with that. See, this is why it's good to constantly check. Then that. Then that way. Okay, then it's that there. All right. Then Movie says that's Cyril. No, it's not. That's Lloyd. It says so on the box. Also, he's the main character in Ninjago. Oh, okay. They've got names. Oh, the minifigs have got names. Where are the names on the box? Where are the names on the box? There's no names on the box. What are you talking about? There's a load of minifigs, but there's no names on them. Absolute fibs. Absolute fibs, Bevis Musson. You got me all excited then. It does not say so on the box. Where does it say so on the box that it's Lloyd? Where? Where does it say so? I'm seeing nothing on the box that says it's Lloyd. Hang on, this is where I turn it round and it's on the front. No, I'm sorry. Oh. He's foiled me again. He's foiled me again. Yes, all right. Yes, it's Lloyd. Oh, okay. We really do get all the names on the box. Okay, super. Accept my apology, please, Bevis Musson. Accept it. No, you will accept it. Accept it. Accept it hard. It says, talking about the type of build that Rivendell was, this Ninjago set is the polar opposite. Both halves of the base are a bit basic. But there are so many different techniques and styles and jokes through the rest of the build that it never gets boring. Fair warning, there are a few Technics pins that are tricky to get in place, especially if you have big fingers. Looking at you, Knuckles, rude. Nothing that's likely to be anything too problematic, though. Then see, the horrible decision about what to get rid of from the Lego shed. The answer is obvious. Just get rid of the exercise stuff. You can just go running in the outside. It'll be fine. Well, it's not me, it's Georgie Gibbon. Of course. I have to share the shed with Georgie Gibbon. It's not all me here. I know that will astonish some of you, but it's not. Not all me. Got to do the sharing like a proper person. One thing, Bevis says, you'll notice about this set is that along with the brightly coloured bricks that get hidden in the interior to give you a bigger variety of pieces, there are a lot of things like arch bricks and snot bricks that end up being hidden or not functional in any way. What's happening up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, It would help, wouldn't it, if I was actually looking at the right page, which I am now. You'll be delighted to know. Bevis says, I'm pretty certain that's Lego's way of keeping the price down by actually having lighter pieces. A 1x4 arch is lighter than a 1x4 brick, for example. But there were a couple of times I was worried I messed up because I was covering up an arch, but it's all good. He says, I adore the way the green, dark green, black tiling under the water tiles gives so much depth to the water in these sets. This set has some particularly effective areas. And he says there are a lot of niblets in this set, something like 200 in total, but they're all the usual things, 1x1 round tiles and single Technic pins, that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sort of jealous that you got there ahead of me, Bevis. But it's super to have you by my side as twere, as I navigate through the set. Now then, where am I up to? I've done that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got to leave a gap there. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rum dum 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 dum. Wonder Ruth Hales. Wum dum 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 dum. Wonder Ruth Hales. She's a Wonder Ruth Hales. She's quietly getting on. In satin tights, just a word her rights, and Charlie ever on. Dum 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 dum. Wonder Ruth Hales. Snitchzilla. Snitchzilla. Let me drape a little thing across her again. Yeah, I mean she's looking tremendous there, isn't she? Thank you, thank you. She's sigh. Oh no. Mother Goose, is it custom and practice for you to tell us how many minifigs there are on day 1 of the build? Is it really too much to ask you to remember even the most basic? Hashtag standards. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Right, hang on, I'll count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and they've all got names. I can't believe I missed that when we looked at the front of the box, but miss it I did. So there you go. Sorry, Snitchzilla. I'm real sorry. Bevis Musson says she didn't even read their names off the box. And you expect her to be able to count as well. I think by this point we've established that expectations need to be lowered in the same way that the hashtag standards have been lowered. Oh, no, don't do it. Mike, formerly known as Toby Mori J, you got the wrong email, says surely the lack of hashtag standards is now the new hashtag standard. I mean, I think that's fair. Snitchzilla says you cave in if you want to. Hashtag standards shot to pieces. Mike says never. Hashtag I stand with Snitchzilla. Mr. Claw. The clown is a mister. Big hand. Little hand. Says, normalize laws, standards, as you can then exceed them, and everyone loves you. Is there an election coming? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the role of Mother Goose had to be was an elected role? Crumbs, that'd be all manner of trouble. I'd have to buck my ideas up if I had to be re-elected every year. That's for sure. Voila, 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 la, voila, la. I'm in heaven here, can you tell? Still cat. The motivation was still cat. Intellectual close friends always clearly rust free. Fish fingers on piece of a tea. Still cat. indisputable leader of the labs. Oh, this cat, the shiny Scottish ran, he's the most real still cat. Thank you, Alan. Says, wait, Mother Goose is an elected position. I would always vote for Emma. Are there any other candidates? Well, I mean, please put yourself forward if you would like to be considered for the role of Mother Goose. Mr. Goss says, BLS always acts as though she was ousted in a fixed election. Yes. I mean, she does. She's a very sore loser, BLS. Very sore loser. Very sore. Very, 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 very sore. Jackie Swan says, isn't this a market? Hashtag and yes, it is. It's City Market, yes. Neil says, he hasn't got a theme tune. Says, I understand it's the markets. Hashtag standards. Standards. Okay. Yeah, it is the market. I said gardens, and I think I listed it as gardens incorrectly. Mike says, alas, no. Sadly, we do not have the Rivendell set. It is right up my alley. But we shall live vicariously through you on this one. Hashtag the joy of AFOLWACism. AFOLWACism, yeah. Neil says, have you found a place / do you have an idea where you want to put Rivendell yet? We have our eye on Ninjago City Markets, but need to be convinced it's not a poor relation to Ninjago City / Docks. So watching with critical interest, potentially again living vicariously through RWB. No, not yet, but I think I have decided I've given up on the Liza Minnelli Falcon. I know, it feels like a blow, but to be honest, the problem is it's so utterly massive that I don't know what the point is in proceeding, because I'll only have to take it apart when it's done. So I think I'm giving up on it. So sorry, all you Liza Minnelli and Falcon fans, but it's over. The dream is over. It's over. It's completely over. Neil says there does already seem to be a bit of a dial back on the extravagance and special appeal of City / Docks with the lack of info and art in the instruction manual. That detail originally inspired the Tadpolarium and Frog Exchange, which says all it needs to. Hashtag Lego standards. Do you know what? I do wish I hadn't dismantled the Tadpolarium, just because it was such a massive part of early RWB, or then RWL, before we got into trouble. Hang on a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2. Well, we didn't get into trouble, but it was sort of like a warning came from afar, didn't it? I can't remember how we became alerted to it, but basically, for those of you who are in the dark on this channel was called Relax with Lego, and then I found out that Lego go after anyone who is... Oh, I think I've gone wrong here. That's not correct. So just take that off there. Thank you. What line am I on? I'm on this line. So 1, 2, 3. Then that's that. Okay. And that goes there. And that's there. That's there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just doing a little bit of concentration here. Little bit of concentration. And we've got a bit of curly business going on here. Voila. Neil says, from the outside looking in, this set appears to have a lot of empty and grey space, partly due to the cable car setup. Hopefully the detail in the buildings and the techniques will make up for this in spades, but it remains to be seen if it can match the first 2 models. Yes. I mean, the first two models were just unbelievable. Mr. Claus says, "Psst, Mother Goose, do you have a thready thing for Goosey Chat? At this rate, your reading out of things will be like Jahat Jenga every day." Well, there will be a threads thing, but I suspect, I envisage that Twitter's going to die. I think, like, properly so. So I say, let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably always go back to Twitter for Lego with, unless everyone abandons it. I mean, it's very quiet these days, the Lego with account. So it kind of feels like it's not going to be too much of a bother. I mean, most of you are on the disco now, to be honest. Those of you who are active, anyway. Oh, now look, first bit of... We'll work it out, don't you worry. We'll work it out, but I'll make sure there's always somewhere for... And everywhere that AFOLWACS are posting, I will find you. Oh, look at that little lily pad. That's delightful, isn't it? It's delicious. Jomo says, this new build looks like it's going to be fabulous. Then she says, your casual use of the book is quite the thing. If I don't follow instructions step by step, I'm done for. No going back for this pea brain. Hello. Hello. Have you met me? Bevis Musson says, following the book is no guarantee that it'll be right when it comes to Knuckles either. Rude. Just rude. Just rude. Rudeness. I think that might be the Twitterize done for today, but I'll just have a double check after I've done this lily pad. I mean, that's delicious, isn't it? That's absolutely delicious. Let me have a little look. Yes, I do believe that is the end of the Twitterize. In which case, little Sue, please could you do the honours?
D-I-S-C-O. It is D-I-S-C-O. It is D. Deranged, it is I. Idiot, it is S. Spinning, it is C. Cat, obviously. D-I-S-C-O. It is D-I-S-C-O. It is D. Deranged, it is I. Idiot, it is S. Spinning, it is C. Cat, obviously. Boo as a button.
Thank you. Thank you. That was quite a spirited little rendition.
Yes, it was quite spirited because I'm feeling pretty spirited today.
Oh, super, super, super.
Yes, it was pretty super. Anyway, you can proceed now to the disco. Excuse me, did you do a boy?
It wasn't me, it was you. Don't try and pretend it was me, it was you.
Don't give me your sausage, please. I don't want your sausage. Have you even got the disco open and ready for the reading out of the club business?
No.
I mean, it's just quite, honestly, come on now.
I've got it up now, you can go away.
Rude. Press the button.
Thank you. Trevor Poulter, he's such a darling. Such a darling. Oh, hang on, Trevor. It's there. Okay. He says, oh, I'm in a quandary. I so want to watch this build as the others have been so entertaining, but then I also have the set and don't want to ruin the surprises while building. I could build along, but I really wanted to build the Ninjago city sets in order as I've been making space to display them all. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Trevor. You do whatever is best for you. That's my advice. Whatever is best for you. What's going? Ugh. Voila. Voila. Jomo says, Sir Witzer, woo! That bill looks very exciting. Yes, I mean, it is going to be. It is going to be. Little Sue. She's called Little Sue. She's called Sue. She's Little Sue.
Emma, you've put the wrong squares, and I just wanted to tell you that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. It's the wrong square.
Yeah, it's entirely the wrong squares. You really need to. Oh, Lord. Come on now, that's pretty bad. Yep, okay, just put those back over there and get all the white squares.
Yep, got the right squares now.
Yeah, that's all the white squares, yes, correct. Thank you. Well, it's obvious what needs to happen, Emma. There's nothing for it, I'm afraid. The gym equipment is going to have to go. It's going to have to go. Maybe keep the running machine for nostalgic purposes, if nothing else. Open bracket, acorn, incident, close bracket.
Do you remember? Do you remember the acorn incident? Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember it? Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember? How can we ever forget?
But other than that, it all has to go. Then there'll be loads of room for Lego. Hooray!
I mean, honestly, my dream is that I have a dedicated room and I can build a Lego town in it. That's the dream. That's all I want in life. That's it. One day it will happen. And then I can have everything. I can have the roller coaster, like there can be a little fun park in it, like build a whole town. Oh, it'd just be heaven. I'd be in heaven. Absolute heaven. Let's put that in. So that's going there. Yep. Okay, thank you. Have I done everything on this page? Yes, I have. You can turn it. Turn again, Bright Eyes. Thank you. Roger and his powerful torch. He's got a torch and it's really, really powerful. Roger and his powerful torch. He likes to run his torch over water tiles. Roger and his powerful torch. You could say he likes to get his torch wet. Stop it. Thank you. Says, I agree, little Sue. I've been there, I've seen it, and so should you. Go there and crack the whip, get stuff moved. More efficient use of available space. Get to it. Paula. Oh, she's given me a link here about making scrap metal money from sports equipment. Which says, if you're scrapping sports equipment for extra cash, it's important to know what different things are made of and what metals your scrapyard will accept. Jomo says, what? No, Pearson? Oh, snitching! I was hoping I would get away with that. I genuinely thought, because Snitchzilla hadn't brought that up, I thought, I've got away with this. I've got away with the no Pearson. I'm gonna properly get away with this, but no, Jomo has come in and snitched me up something rotten. Snitching, and then Jomo says, and oh yes, the illegal use of the hand during Hat Jenga. I wasn't going to mention it. What is this? Snitch of the year. Then she says, just deny access to your guest, Mother Goose. Nothing is more important than Lego. I mean, Rehat Jenga, that takes nothing away from SSC's remarkable double bubble. Yes. Says, sorry to comment incessantly, but later onset hay fever. My God, it's a new challenge here too. I've only had hay fever for the last 4 years, and I'm older than you, Mother Goose. It's a nightmare, screams. It just came from nowhere, doesn't it? It's weird. Really weird. Oh. Thank you. Thanking you. Look, I just want to say there's clearly more water tarts coming later, because look up there. They're not here today, but they'll be coming later, which is thrilling. Absolutely thrilling. What's going in there? We're still in the GATS stage of this build. Gillian B said, went back into the depths of RWB and checked the date of the Ninjago city build, and check this out. Almost exactly 4 years ago. 4 years ago. What the hecking who? Can you even believe that? Gosh, I wonder when our 5-year anniversary will be. That'll be exciting. And our 10-year anniversary. Crumbs, that'll be even more exciting. Yeah, what was the inception date of RWB? What was the very first film? I mean, they were so rubbish back then in the day. I didn't really have proper sound equipment, nothing, didn't have proper lights. It was very rustic. It was très rustique, was it not? Très rustique. Oh then. Oh, that's popping on. That's popping on there.
Ruth Hayes says, oh, Gillian, we stepped into this lovely place 4 years ago. I'm so glad we did.
Yeah, amen. Roger says, I've been here 2 years now. Still feel like a newbie. Claire, 1608. She was just walking down the street singing dude up separator dum do. She says, yes, me too. Only the last 5 years or so. What a shocker. This is talking about hay fever. Didn't even know that was what I had at first. And yes, I'm a tiny bit less young than Mother Goose too. Jomo says, the joys of getting a bit older. My latest news is that my eye test last week, I'm told I have the start of cataracts. Cataracts? What? Size? Oh, that's a bore. That's a bore. Blinking cataracts. Then she says, how long has this been going on? I dipped in and out in 2020 and thought it was a new thing. Yeah. Well, if it's 4 years, so we must have started in 2019. She likes her scones, but not with cream. She likes her scones with jam. She likes her scones with jam, not cream. It's lovely, Rosie. Lee says, wow, I remember watching the early ones on Twitter at Ghostbusters Firehouse before YouTube. Yeah, was it really 4 years ago? # original AFOLWAC. Yeah, it started, didn't it, with me posting tiny like 2-minute roundups of me building the Ghostbusters Firehouse. And then, do you remember? I can't remember who it was. Was it Noreen or someone said they wanted to see the Ghostbusters Firehouse being built properly in all its glory? So I had to take it all apart. Do you remember? And then we built it again. But I mean, I didn't mind because it's such a sensational build. The main thing I remember about doing the rebuild on the Ghostbusters Firehouse was the fact that it felt like an author's own, because remember, everything was in plastic pots and there was a lot of fernicling. There's a lot of furkling. Sorry, a lot of furkling. Which isn't to everyone's tastes, as we well know. Gillian says, yeah, and the Stranger Things builder, was that on YouTube? I don't think we did I don't know if that was on YouTube, the Stranger Things build. I think that was another one that was just, and here's what I've done today. Ruth Hayes says, I only started
I only started watching towards the end of Ninjago City. Took me a while to pipe up, though. You, Noreen and Rosie and Jamie Wally Whaley, remember her?
Yes, Jamie Wally Whaley. Jamie Wally Whaley, who was the official namer of the colours.
Had started commenting before me, but I was too shy. I think it was Little Sue that gave me the courage to comment.
Yes. Roger Maybank says, I joined in during the typewriter build. Didn't really have much of a clue about what was going on until Emma read out my club business post, and then it all made sense, sort of. Gillian says, yes, Jamie Wally Whaley. Wasn't she the official brick colour namer? Yes, correct. I don't remember when I started commenting. I too felt a bit shy or unsure. Bevis the sensei and Mr. Graham Triggs the var left the most comments or guidance in those times, at least from what I remember. Yes, it was mostly just Bevis and Mr. Graham Triggs shouting at me that I'd made a terrible mistake. I mean, God bless Graham Triggs, but he used to get the instructions out in order to follow what I was doing on any given day, because I was making so many mistakes. I mean, I was very new to the land of Legu, very new. So he needed to do it. Right, Little Sue, could you please do the honours?
And that concludes the business of the club. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Yep. We've successfully navigated another week. Well done, everyone. Well done. Well done. Well done. So it's Paula time now. There won't be much Paula time today. But there's still a bit of Paula time. Voila. And whoop. Boo. Little handrail. And that popping on there. Yep. Our first little set of stairs. I'll hold this up at the end, Paula, so you can, and for all the other newbies who haven't ever seen the Ninjago water before, so that you can properly see what actually happens, the magic that occurs. Got a sneeze. Excuse me. That darn pollen. Yup. Then I like that they're putting a little bit of texture in the pathway. Yep, that's done. Then that's a nice little touch. I like the way that you always get a sense that water is going somewhere in these sets. I think it's very clever. Oh dear. Have I gone wrong? Ah, I've gone wrong. I've gone wrong. And I will stick to it because we don't know what's coming. So, like, these smooth tiles might be there for a reason. So we must stick to it. But I went wrong all the way back here. Oh, let's get the. See if this can help us. Here we go. I missed that one out. I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but it might. We don't know. That goes there. There. Oh, that's nice. Again, a sense that the water is going somewhere underneath. Very nice. I still think the best water feature we've ever had was that one that was designed by Justin Ramsden. Oh, what was it called? The Lantern Festival. Absolutely incredible, that body of water. Absolutely increds. I think that's us done for today. Yes, it is. Okay, we've got our first little shack tomorrow, so that's to look for. No, Monday. So we start proper on the little buildings that will be populating this half of the set. I mean, there's going to be two halves. There's another one of these to look forward to. Right, here we go. Look, so now you can see the water effect. Do you see the depths? It's so nice. Really lovely. Really clever too, isn't it, the way it does that. Anyway, there you go. Water tiles ahoy. They're done. Beautiful. Have a really terrific weekend, everybody. Subscribe, like, tell your pals, and AFOLWACS.